What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Sad video today it is. Number one, my dad just tore his rotator cuff due to the ice, slipped on the steps, and just got his MRI results back, tore it in 2 places. So he's holding the camera with his good hand. But we are here at the coast down in Rockport. We're gonna do a little surveying today on what this ice did to the fish. I'm about to show you here in a second just what's around our dock. It's pretty sad, but we're actually gonna go around to all the places that we fish and see how bad the damage is, and then we're gonna go, Dom's here, we're gonna go try to catch some fish and see if there's any fish left to catch. Obviously we're not keeping anything. We want to wait and see what the actual results come out with Texas Parks and Wildlife, and because it may not be as bad as we think. You may see a lot of dead fish, but it may not be as bad as you think. It's a lot of bait fish and stuff like that, but nature has its way of taking its own course and recovering it on its own. So we're gonna do what we can to help out, but we're gonna see if we can go catch a few fish, just to see if they're still in our little honey holes. Make sure those are saved up for us. But let's go down here to the dock. I'll show you a little bit on what's going on around here, and then we're gonna go walk a few banks, see what's around there, and then go wait a little bit, see if we can catch something. All right guys, so my dad and I just put the boat in, and you can see just right here in front of the boat, it's solid mullet and a few trout here and there. It's bad around here, but we are at the end of the canal, and this is a big finger system, so the wind is pushing every dead fish that's floating back here. But there's a lot of dead fish on the bottom that you can see. It's actually super clear. It's not always this clear here. So there's a lot of dead fish on the bottom that aren't floating, but all the ones that were floating are back here, so they're kind of piled up, so it kind of misreads how many fish are actually dead. There's a big old bull shad. See that?
There's a trout back there too against the wall. Yeah,
there's a big trout underneath the boat. But let's get in the boat and go run around the bay and see what we can find.
Good one. That's like 20.
Dude, that's a jumbo trout. Oh my goodness. I got you. I got you. Dude, that is, we got to measure him. Oh my gosh. That's a trout, Dad.
Oh my god.
That thing is huge. Oh.
Dude.
That's in our canal.
Wow. Let me take a picture of that.
He is
about
27.
Mullet. There's a few trout over it. I walked down here earlier. Oh my, I didn't know this.
Dude, that's thousands of fish.
That's definitely trout.
But it's all, I mean, like you said, it's pretty much all bait fish.
Yeah.
Sheesh. America! America! Texas.
Texas.
Dad, that's a trout. Net it. Net it. Let's see what it is.
It's definitely like a 25-inch trout. They should have.
Another big boy.
It looks like a rock. It looks definitely like a rock.
Yeah, it's a boat.
Or a sunken boat. That's the.
Well, it's for sure a trout.
A big one too.
Well, there's another 25 plus inch trout. Go over to that one, Dad. And then we got to go do a little bit of fishing before it gets dark on us. But this is crazy. I mean, there's so many dead fish that I haven't even brought the camera out because it's just ridiculous. Mullet, we haven't seen a red yet. Mullet, shad,
Hardhead.
Trout, a hardhead. That's another
Decent sized trout.
That's a big old trout. Oh,
Terrible.
let's get a measurement on him.
This one's not that.
Still a fat trout. I mean, they're probably a little bloated, but he's 25, 24 and a half. Another jumbo, just wasted. I do know one thing. The blue crab population has been decimated here quite a bit. So maybe they'll make a comeback with all this fresh food. I don't know. Got to think positive in a situation like this. Just the real test of this is going to be fishing our honey holes and seeing if the fish are still there, because obviously not every fish in the bay is dead. So I just want to go see how active they are, if they're up and moving, which I know everybody's going to probably say they're up and sunning in these spots, but these spots that we're fishing are not shallow flats like everybody else is going out and pulling out stringers of fish. These spots are not those little shallow spots where they're going and sunning and warming up. This is like deep holes. Those are honey holes. So we're gonna go fish those and see what we can find. Big old red. Yeah. See how big this joker is. Oh, he's not as big as I thought. Still a really big red. Aren't you a guide?
No. Not for dead fish. Yikes. Even where I was looking at my dead fish at, they weren't many reds.
They weren't what?
There weren't very many reds.
Yeah. Well, this is the first red we've seen, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe the second. Head first, Dom.
Yes, sir.
Head first. There you go. Let's get a measure on this guy. Oh, he's not that big.
Not that big? What do you mean?
I mean, he's big. He's got a big belly on him, but...
That was a funny one. 27.
27.
Tournament fish.
Yep. That'll win you some money right there. Sorry, buddy.
Looks like that dies.
Over there. See it?
Yeah.
So we just came across a couple of sheep's head, and there's another big redfish or trout in front of us. Redfish. Another 27-inch redfish. Man. I wish they were good enough to eat, but they smell terrible, so that's not happening. Catch, clean, cook?
Yeah.
Alright guys, me and Dom are gonna hop in and fish this island over here. My dad's gonna go set up on that island and throw dead shrimp since he can't really cast much, so, or reel for that matter. So I'm gonna throw a GoPro on. And see if we can catch a few fish. Hopefully they're still in here. We catch fish every time we're in this hole, so we'll see what happens. All right guys, here we go. Oh, it's cold. Yep. Was that a trout? Yep. Little 12-inch trout. That sucks. Guys, about 20 cast in, no bites yet. But there's that's just a mullet. We haven't seen a whole lot of dead fish just waiting yet, but we're kind of going with the current and with the wind, so kind of seeing the same fish here and there, but I think we've only seen a couple trout and a couple mullet. So doesn't look too bad right here, but I just want to catch some fish to see if they're still here. Well, here's the first little red I've seen while waiting. 10-inch red. Man, that stinks. Not good, guys, not good. One confirmed bite, and we waited a good ways. And then I got my rod's all jacked up now. You can walk and talk. Here, another dead little red. It's getting dark on us. Dad's coming to pick us up. See if he caught anything, but we caught 0. See if there's anything pulled up right here. I'm seeing some movement, but I don't know what it is.
There's an 8-inch trout dead right here.
8-inch? Yeah, little guy. Here's a sheep's head and another red. See what else is down this line. Sheep's head. Big sheep's head. Big mullet, little red. Drum, nice drum. Croaker. Little red, little trout up here on the oysters, little guy. Any luck? What? Nada. One bite. Sun's going down and no good results. My dad didn't get a bite and we only got 1 bite. There's a dead red right there. Little guy. It's not looking good. Y'all leave in the comments if y'all live down here on the Texas coast what y'all are seeing, and I'm sure it's not much different than this. Back. I got it.
Yeah, stay in the center there. Out there? More right or left? Good.
Well, guys, I am back in Central Texas and went down there to the coast to check out everything. Everybody on Facebook, I'm on all the Texas coast fishing forums and stuff like that on Facebook, and a lot of people were up in arms about it, and a lot of people were saying that it's not as bad as everybody's saying it is. But me and my dad and my brother-in-law Judd, we fished the whole next morning, and they fished all that next day till dark and didn't get a single bite. And they actually went further into the bay than what we were fishing. What y'all saw we were fishing, and my dad said there was probably thousands of black drum just lined up on the bank dead. So not as many redfish. We only saw a handful of redfish, mainly trout, mullet, sheepshead, and black drum. So really would appreciate it if all of you that fish the Texas coast or have any info on it, leave a comment down below, and I'd like to hear everybody's concerns and what y'all think we should do in the next year or two as far as catch and release goes, or keeping the limits the same, stuff like that. So we have something very special that I've been working on for months now, that I want to bring to you guys, and it has to do with fishing the Texas coast. I'd really like to hear what y'all think is the best option for our fisheries down here on the Texas coast, and just kind of see what everybody thinks, where everybody's at on it, and what you've seen if you've been on the water since this last freeze, what y'all saw, what you experienced as far as the fish kill goes, and if you caught any fish. Obviously we weren't going there, like I said, to go in the flats and try to catch all those fish that are sunning and stuff like that. We were fishing our deep holes, and there just wasn't any there. We used dead shrimp. We waited with artificials, and not a single bite. Well, I think we got one bite when me and Dom were waiting. So pretty sad and unfortunate, but Mother Nature knows how to take care of itself, so we just got to help that process. And I don't know what that looks like really, so I'm hoping that Texas Parks and Wildlife can do some sort of rounded up survey. I think it's a pretty tough thing for them to get exact numbers, but everybody's got, I know a lot of guides that have gone out there, and a lot of the guides are saying it's not near as bad as they thought it was, but when I went out there, I thought it was worse than I thought it was going to be. So I don't know what's going on, but definitely praying for the Texas coast, and hopefully our fishery is not destroyed. I don't think it is, but we're definitely gonna have to do some management and help take care of our bays. So hope you guys enjoy this video. It's just kind of a little quick trip down to the coast. I wanted to check out what this freeze did to us and how bad it hurt us. As far as I know, it hurt us pretty bad, but y'all leave it in the comments, like I said, what y'all think and what y'all have experienced and what you've seen. I'd love to hear from everyone down there that has been out there fishing, and just hear what y'all have to say about it. So make sure y'all stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and remember, eat good.